Hello and welcome students. In this particular video, we are going to discuss about demonstrative pronoun. And for you students, it's very important to understand exactly what does demonstrative mean. Now I'm going to explain you that what does the word demonstrative mean, and after that I'll explain you in the form of questions. So demonstrative means something to show or to indicate. When you adroitly tell about something that they point towards something that this, that, these, those, whatever, that is exactly known as to demonstration. And you must have also noticed that there are conditions when we try to relate something like saying this is my pen, that is my pen, that was my pen, that is whatever. So this kind of examples are also related to demonstrative pronoun. Students, it's very important for you to realize that how exactly it works. So let's check it out that what exactly are demonstrative pronoun. Okay students, in this particular condition, I am trying to tell you that this, that, these, those are termed as demonstrative pronoun, and for you understand that this, that, these, those can be used in the sentence to show something, to you can say point out something as demonstrative. Like demonstrative means to show something, and these are the words to demonstrate. Now the condition says it's very simple. Students, try to understand that this, that is used to justify or for any kind of noun or subject. You can say noun used as a subject in the that is singular. यहाँ पर आपको ये बताया जा रहा है if in any sentence this, that are used, that will be used to justify or demonstrate what kind of noun, what kind of subject, that would be singular. And these, those will be used to show or justify, demonstrate which kind of pronoun? Plural kind of pronoun or plural kind of subject. It's very simple. Now the second condition which you have to remember or which you have to understand is that this and these are used to show any near object. Near object. It's very important, students, for you to understand that this and these are the pronouns which are used to show any kind of near subject. I'll let you know with the help of an example. And these, those are used to show any kind of far object. Now many times students ask me that, sir, what is the difference between near and far objects? How we can justify that whether this object is near or this object is far? So let me explain you this with the help of an example. Let's check it out, the example. Okay students, here I have written a few examples related to demonstrative pronoun, and it's very important that you have to pay attention to these sentences. First of all, I'll read the sentence for you, and after that I'll be explaining each and every condition related to these questions. Now students, the first example says that this types of question is rarely asked. In this very sentence, if you notice, we are using the pronoun that is this. Now again, moving ahead, if you notice, types of question is rarely asked. Students will find that it should be questions are. Many students, I believe, will find that it has to be changed. The question has to be changed into questions, and is has to be changed into are. Now, but the condition says this particular word, this pronoun is singular in form. The question is singular in form. The verb is again singular in form. Means the subject is singular in form. The verb is singular in form. Now what do we need is we need something which is singular in form. Now the condition of types, which is an adjective, should also be in singular form. Now how we can change it? We can remove particular s from this word and use this type of question is rarely asked. Students, let me tell you that it's very important that the complete sentence should be in balanced order. How? अगर किसी sentence को आप frame कर रहे हैं, any sentence you are framing, you must consider that there is a condition that sentence should be either singular or complete sentence should be in a plural form. But this sentence was talking about something which was starting or demonstrating with a singular pronoun. So we have to conclude the sentence completely in a singular form. So we cannot use types. We will use this type of question is rarely asked. Now I hope it's clear to you. The next sentence says, it's very important again, that media can be very useful. Now students, I must tell you that demonstrative pronoun is again what? It's used to show something which is singular, but the condition, that is the subject, here is media. And media, I believe everyone knows, it's plural, it's a plural word. And what do we need to do? Either we can change the subject, which is not supposed to be done in the sentence, but we can change or condition, we can change the pronoun condition. What we can do? We can use a plural demonstrative pronoun. That should be those. I believe students, you are able to understand what I am trying to say here, that if you're using any singular pronoun for the plural subject, it will go wrong. I have already explained you that it should be something like the complete sentence either should be in singular form or the complete sentence should be in a plural form. For you, it's very important to understand that that will be replaced with the pronoun those. Why? Because media is a plural word. So we need those media can be very useful. Now, what does media mean? Media is a word which shows the source from which something goes through. It's a very simple word. I believe students you can understand that what does media mean. Media is a plural word. The singular form of media is medium. So I hope it's very simple that media source होता है जिससे कोई चीज़ होकर जाती है या कुछ source होता है जिससे कोई चीज़ गुजरती है. तो medium is singular and media is plural. So what we require the plural demonstrative pronoun. So the correct sentence will be those media can be very useful. Now again the next sentence says these students sitting in the 7th row are very smart. Now again it's a very simple sentence, but for you it's very important you have to understand. Why? Because these is a plural demonstrative pronoun and students again are in plural form, so you must be thinking that it's correct. Now students, you have to understand it's talking about the students, but it's talking about the students who are sitting in the 7th row, and I believe every student understand that 7th row is either near or far. My question is the 7th row will be near or far? Obviously the 7th row will be far, and if we demonstrate anything which is far, I mean to say here that anything which is far from you in the form of distance, in that very condition we need to use a pronoun that should demonstrate something which is far. So we need to use those plural pronoun. These is again a plural word, but those is required in this sentence because we are talking about the subject which is very far in distance from the object which is far from the subject in the form of distance. So we need to write those students sitting in the 7th row are very smart. Now students, what can be the condition when something is talked about something which is near, and in which condition we will consider the subject or object near or far? It is when you talk about the subject which is in the 1st row, that is near, and if you talk about 2nd, 3rd or 4th, any row further, it will be considered to be the far, or the distance should be the far. Now I hope it's very clear. बहुत simple है कि कोई चीज़ near far कैसे होती है. I have explained you. The 4th sentence, the worker said that this was his choice. Now again, the worker said that is showing you that it is in indirect speech. I hope you know that what is a direct speech and what is an indirect speech. In this very sentence, it is talking about the indirect speech, and that is possible that one conjunction and one pronoun can be used. The first that has been used as a conjunction here, and the second word has been used as a pronoun. But in any of the sentence related to indirect speech, whenever you use a pronoun that is demonstrative pronoun, it is always that is past form of pronoun. So past form of pronoun is also demonstrated using that. This is used always in a direct speech, but not in any indirect speech. So what do we need in indirect speech is that we have to use that was his choice. You can see that sentence is in past tense. Why? Because in every indirect speech we use past tense, and it is used and demonstrated by the past form of pronoun, that is that. I hope it's clear. Now the last sentence says these kind of men are loyal. It's a good question that which kind of men are loyal, and many people ask that is there any possibility of men to be loyal? So yes, there is a question. I have written a statement out here. These kind of men are loyal. Now students, you have to understand that the sentence saying these kind of men are loyal, you must be thinking that it should be kinds. No. In the condition of kind, you can use either singular or plural form of subject. It's very simple. Like how? If suppose say that you have to use this, अगर आपको यहाँ पर this use करना है, then you can write this kind of man is loyal. It means that you are demonstrating any particular man who is loyal. So in this very sentence, you are showing or demonstrating the complete class of man. These kind of men are loyal. In this very sentence, we are trying to show the complete class, that these kind of men are loyal. If say suppose there are the sentence this, if you had written used this out here, then in the sentence you should write this kind of men are loyal. So there is a condition while using kind. You can use either plural, you can use singular, both are correct. So students, I believe it's very much clear to you, it's pretty clear to you that how do we use this, that, these, those in the sentence. It is many times believed that it is only used for singular or plural, but now it's not correct, because this, that, these, those can be used in many ways, that is singular, plural, near, far, past, present. There are many conditions I have explained you with the help of these examples. So I believe this video is again very useful for you.